And of course, if you're not down with that, well then I just have 2 words for you. No. Not those 2 words. Excellent booking. On this episode of Monday Night Raw, the show kicked off with Hulk Hogan, brother. He came in, he done his monologue, his speech where he promoted the network, WrestleMania, and that he's the host of WrestleMania 30. And what I do like is that he came out first, because we all knew that Hulk Hogan will be at WrestleMania. He's going to be the host, so let's just get him out there and promote himself. And what I like is that he's not taking the shine away from anyone. He's coming in there to promote himself, along with a couple of other things like the network. And to me, this episode really overkilled the network, and I'll get into that more into detail as this Raw review goes on. But the one thing I really enjoyed about Hulk Hogan coming out was the moment his music hit. It was truly a mark-up moment. It was great to see Hulk Hogan back, and I just have one question. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania, the WWE Network, and WrestleMania runs wild on you, brother? Moving on to the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, we saw Alberto Del Rio take on Batista, of course. And this is a rematch from the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event, and I'm very, very worried about Batista. What happened was that this match was tossed out to begin with, tossed out like not even yesterday's garbage. It was tossed out like it was last month's garbage. It smelled that bad. Basically what happened was that Randy Orton came out and distracted Alberto Del Rio. Now, before I get into that, I will say about Batista, you know what? He has this background in Muay Thai and mixed martial arts. I would have liked to see him apply some of that, and I didn't. I would like to see more of that when Batista is having his matches, so I don't feel like he's rusty, that he already is. See, he just done the same generic moves, the same spine buster, the same spear. So I'm not feeling it with Batista being that credible threat to Randy Orton's championship. I'm just not. And what happened was that Randy Orton interrupted Batista, cost him the match, and this is a case of Kofi Kingston where he's not going to go anywhere when he bet Randy Orton. Same thing with Alberto Del Rio. He's not going to go anywhere that he bet Batista. And what happened was that Randy Orton got on the microphone, and I will give him props to saying that the fans don't like you, because it's very true. The whole Batista, you can't wrestle chance has been going on with Batista, so WWE, kill the pain now and turn him heel and turn Orton babyface, because to me, the way the audience reacted to Orton, he was actually receiving some babyface pops from the crowd. So wouldn't it be more fitting if Orton turned babyface and Batista turned heel, so that the fans won't butcher the match as much? Just do it, please. And so, like I said, I'm not feeling it. The whole thing with Batista saying that he loved the business and the fans still boo him, and that he went on to say that I don't care if you boo me or cheer me, I'll boo you right back, I'll cheer you right back, and they're still booing him. And I'm like, oh god. To me, this is going to be one of those WrestleMania 9 repeats where they're booking this match horribly. The title match, it's been booked just horribly. And if there's one thing I hope does not happen, is that the championship match is the last match for WrestleMania. That would just kill it. Destroy it. And I expect the fans to butcher this match, chop it up into little tiny bits of pieces, eat it, and spit it out. Moving on, we get a match between Big E and Antonio, I should say, Cesaro. These two guys, they changed their names. I got a habit of saying Antonio. Don't mind me. Anyway, it was Big E versus Cesaro, non-title match, where it ended up in a disqualification. And basically, what happened was that Jake Swagger came in and cost Antonio Cesaro the match. I really enjoyed this match. This was a good strength match, and I thought that those two worked very well. I was a little skeptic at first because it's, big guy versus big guy, but to me those two meshed really well with each other, and they had pretty good chemistry, I thought. And the way the audience reacted to Cesaro, they're giving him cheers more and more, and the way this match ended as well was Antonio Cesaro looking at Swagger like, dude, why'd you come in the ring and attack Big E? I had the match won. I was about to end the match. So I like how they're building this up with the Real American Split, and I think it's smart for the WWE to go this road because of the way the fans have been reacting to Cesaro for the past few weeks now, and it's only fitting that those two go at it at WrestleMania and have Cesaro turn babyface. That's the one thing I hope going into WrestleMania. Also, we saw John Cena come out and he cut a promo. He talked about Hulk Hogan kicking off. He plugged in the network, and that the future will run through me, and you have to go through me if you want to make your mark in the WWE, pretty much. And after that, he talked about Bray Wyatt. He called him out. And to me, John Cena's speech, there were two things wrong with it. One, he had time to talk about things before he got to the point with Bray Wyatt. Dude, if you want to sell what happened the night before, sell it right and just get to the point with Bray Wyatt and stuff like that, etc., etc. And the other, he just mentioned Bray Wyatt. Obviously, John Cena has some sort of short-term memory loss and didn't realize that there were two other guys that cost him the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event. It seems like he's focused just on Bray this, Bray Wyatt, this, that, Bray Wyatt, when really it was the Wyatt family, Luke, Harper, and Bray. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt, all three guys costing John Cena the match at the Chamber pay-per-view. So I thought that was weird. I'm like, dude, all three guys cost you. It wasn't just Bray. Anyway, moving on. And then Bray Wyatt interrupts the Wyatt family. And Bray Wyatt cut his really good creepy promo. It was better than Cena's, of course. No question. And he went on about how John Cena is keeping false promises to the WWE Universe. And then he called him a liar. And then John Cena's rebuttal was pretty much saying that, hey, if you want to make your move, say to my face. We get the 3-on-1 attack with the Wyatt family attacking John Cena, and in the mix of that, we see John Cena limping, and now, from what I heard, he has some sort of injury going on with his leg. And the question is now, will he make it to WrestleMania? I hope that's the case, because I'd like to see this match happen at WrestleMania between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. And if that's not the case, at least they have a backup plan with the Wyatt family. They could go the Shield route with them at WrestleMania. So I like how their WWE is playing on this. That, they have a backup plan and they have the first plan. And I hope they go with the first plan and have John Cena and Bray Wyatt face each other at WrestleMania, where Bray Wyatt should win that match, because John Cena does not need to win any more WrestleMania matches. He's already proven himself year after year after year. Let's give it to someone new, someone different, someone unique. And I think now is a good time to establish Bray Wyatt as that top heel, and what better way to defeat John Cena pretty much at the biggest show of the year. Moving on, we get to Sheamus versus Christian, and I like how this match has been built up a bit. You know, you had that backstage argument between the two of them. Maddox comes in and tells them, hey, if you want to settle it in the ring, have you two go one-on-one. And to me, it was a not bad match. There was nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary happened, but it was still a good match. And I like how it was well paced and well balanced as well. There's a few good spots in it. And the best spot of the match is where Christian went off the top and only to get bro kicked by Sheamus. I thought that was a really good spot, and overall a decent match. And now, with that being said, I would have liked to see Christian win this match, probably via using the ropes or using the tights, something like that, to build up this rivalry between the two of them to go at WrestleMania. But I can understand what they're doing with Sheamus, and I don't know where they're going to go with these two. It seems like there's a cloud hovering over the both guys. We'll see what happens going into WrestleMania with Christian and Sheamus. And like I said, I would have rather seen Christian get a dirty victory over Sheamus to build up a possible WrestleMania match. Moving on, we get to see Daniel Bryan take on Kane. And before the match happened, earlier, Daniel Bryan was frustrated as hell. He went to the Authority and basically was yelling at Triple H, saying, what do I have to do? Do I have to beat you at WrestleMania? I want you at WrestleMania, and I want the championship, and stuff like that. So Daniel Bryan was pretty much furious. He was selling his emotions very well. And Steph told him that you'll have to take your aggression on the guy you're facing, and that's Kane. And I really enjoyed this match as well. I like how Kane was playing on Daniel Bryan's injured shoulder, as well as Daniel Bryan selling his emotions, crawling his way, trying to get that victory over Kane, Corporate Kane, I should say. And at the end, Daniel Bryan won and cut a promo after that, basically saying that Triple H is a coward and he wants him at WrestleMania. And who's with me? I want Triple H at WrestleMania. And is this what you want to see? He was talking to the universe, and I thought it was hilarious the way that they reacted. Yes, 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 because the way I would have reacted would be no, yes, no, yes, something like that, right? Because the fans want to see Daniel Bryan in the championship picture in a triple threat match with Orton and Batista, and they're kind of turning it around on the fans based on how they reacted to Daniel Bryan challenging Triple H. I thought it was really funny how the audience reacted when Daniel Bryan challenged Triple H to a match at WrestleMania, and it looks like they're going to go forth with this, no triple threat. Now, it would be interesting to see Daniel Bryan and Triple H go at it, with the stipulation being, if Daniel Bryan wins, he gets to face Orton and Batista to be involved in a triple threat match later on, and have him win the championship. That would make the fans really, really happy. But I am happy that Daniel Bryan is facing Triple H, because if you think about it for a second, what does Daniel Bryan need more going into WrestleMania? A championship match or a chance to face God, pretty much? Think about it. Really, really think about it, because this whole thing with Triple H and Daniel Bryan really started at SummerSlam, and now we've come to this. And I think the way they've been building this up between Daniel Bryan and Triple H has been great. And I think finally, hopefully, that the WWE books this right and we get to see that big payoff for Daniel Bryan and have him go over Triple H, because Triple H really doesn't need to win. He doesn't gain anything if he wins. It doesn't benefit him, but it does benefit Daniel Bryan. And I think that if Triple H wins this match, thumbs down. And that's why I think Daniel Bryan, if they're going to go this route, should beat Triple H at WrestleMania. Also on the show, we saw Emma go one-on-one with Summer Rae, and I thought, yeah, I'm a 50-50 split on this, because I thought Emma was actually doing pretty good in the ring. I like that we got to see the Emma Sandwich, the Emma Lock, but we didn't get to see the Dill Emma. It's basically her move of the tarantula, and so I thought that the WWE showcased Emma pretty good on tonight's episode of Raw. The only thing I wish would happen was that they should allow her to be her own person and have her in the front instead of being in a relationship with Santino Marella. Sorry, I stumbled a little. I almost forgot his name there. So yeah, I would have liked to see that more. Is for Emma to be in the forefront instead of being in a recycled relationship storyline with Santino. That's all I have to say about that. We get to see the New Age Outlaws take on the Usos. No entrances from both teams. Okay, this is weird already. And what happened was that, you know, this is what I liked about this part of the show, is when Road Dogg got on the microphone and told the Usos, step aside, respect your elders so we'll do our thing. I thought that was pretty smart on the part of Road Dogg. And he done his whole thing where he goes, oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its 6-time WWE Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Boo. He gets kicked in the face by one of the Usos, and they just squashed the New Age Outlaws, the Usos did. And I like how they booked that as well. The one thing I found really hilarious is how the fans reacted to that, the way they were booing the Usos. And it wasn't really the fans booing the Usos, as opposed to it was the fans booing the Usos for their timing, because that was a moment for the fans to go along with Road Dogg, and they just don't like when someone interrupts them, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. Moving on, we get to see Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, and basically how this match came about is with Bray Wyatt and the Shield, the Wyatt family in the Shield backstage, and Roman Reigns tells Bray Wyatt, leave your family out of this. I'll leave my Shield members out of this, and we'll go one-on-one. And they went one-on-one. Overall, I thought, to me, this match could have been a lot better than it was. I think it lost a lot of steam from that big fight feel. I think the fans were just completely were worn out after that match, and there's no need to continue this whole thing with the Wyatts and the Shield. That's just my feeling on it. It just lost a lot of steam. And going into this match, I expected some sort of shady ending, because to me, when I look at this match, I cannot see Bray Wyatt lose. I cannot see Roman Reigns lose. They will lose a lot of momentum going into WrestleMania. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the Shield and with the Wyatt family, if they're going to go the route of Bray Wyatt and John Cena, or the Wyatt family versus the Shield again. And to me, I hope it's John Cena, because like I said, to me, already this lost a lot of steam, and the fans were just completely out of it after their big confrontation. It was so outstanding. It's just that, why, tease more of it? Why do more for the Wyatt family versus the Shield when you had this big fight feel, and then let's just leave it at that? That's how they should have ended this whole thing, with the Whites and the Shield have that big 6-man tag team match and then just completely go their separate ways. That's how it should have been. So, like I said, for that reason, to me, this just lost a lot of steam. And not that there was anything wrong with the match. Like I said, it could have been a lot better. The fans were kind of all over the match. They were chanting random stuff like Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, JBL, The Undertaker, etc., etc. So I wasn't really feeling it while these two were going one-on-one. What happened at the end was that the Wyatt family appeared at ringside. Seth Rollins dove on Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and then Dean Ambrose came in later. And I'm curious to see where they're going to go with Dean Ambrose, because it almost looked like that throughout this entire show, it was that Roman Reigns asked Dean Ambrose, "Dude, where are you?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." Stuff like that, right? And I'm like, is he in cahoots with the Wyatt family? Is he going to join the family? That would be an interesting angle if the WWE goes that route. I doubt it, but I think it would make good television. It would make good storylines, and if Roman Reigns does split up from the Shield, at least they would have something for Dean Ambrose to have him join the Wyatt family. Something like that could help his long-term career, because he is that weird, shady guy. He almost could fit right in with the Wyatt family. And what happened at the end of this segment was the Shield standing tall in the ring while the Wyatt family was outside the ring. Moving on to the final segment of the night. And to me, this was the segment of the show. Absolutely no doubt about it. What happened was, it was Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman coming out. And Paul Heyman gets on the microphone and basically saying that this is how the Authority gets you, Brock Lesnar. They don't give you a title match, and they leave you like an afterthought. And basically, and what happened was that Paul Heyman goes on to say that the Authority gives Brock Lesnar an open contract to face anyone. Brock Lesnar gets to choose anyone he faces, and Paul Heyman, on behalf of his client, declines, and Lesnar doesn't have to choose his opponent because he needs to be in the championship picture. And I thought the way Paul Heyman was on the microphone, he never fails to be, suck. It just doesn't happen. I thought the Paul Heyman on the microphone, absolutely no question, was great. Who came out at the very end to challenge Brock Lesnar to face at WrestleMania? You hear the bong. The lights go out. Out comes The Undertaker. The one thing I didn't anticipate was his look. I thought that was pretty good. He had that goatee beard going. He had the bald head. He was looking really creepy. It was, his old Attitude Days in the Ministry of Darkness look. I thought that was pretty good. And when he got in the ring, the big stare down with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has a few words, signed the contract to The Undertaker. He gives Undertaker the pin. I love how the audience reacted to it. And basically what happened, Brock Lesnar had his hand on the table. Undertaker with the pin stabs Brock Lesnar in the hand with the pin. Great moment. Brock Lesnar sold it well. Paul Heyman sold his emotions well. Undertaker worked that entire thing as well. Overall, I thought that final segment was absolutely incredible. Mark out moment, to say the very least. And then powerbomb through the table. And I'm set for WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to this match between The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Yes, it's two part-timers, but come on. The nostalgia of it. Absolutely incredible. I'm looking forward to WrestleMania, and this episode of Monday Night Raw made me feel like that WrestleMania is upon us. And overall, I would give this show a good 8 out of 10. Yes, there were some little issues like the constant plugging of the network and the commentators really arguing throughout the entire show. Yes, there were not so great things, but there were a lot more positive things that happened on tonight's show. And this episode of Raw made me look forward to WrestleMania, despite the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, which is just going to be butchered by the fans. The two matches I'm looking forward to, the matches pretty much written in stone, are the Undertaker Brock Lesnar match and the Triple H and Daniel Bryan match. And yes, you can make the argument that Daniel Bryan should be in the title picture, but come on. This is what Daniel Bryan needs. He needs to go over Triple H. And if the WWE doesn't allow Daniel Bryan to go over God, there's something wrong with them. And like I said, this episode of Monday Night Raw was really good, and I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. And if you saw the show, what did you think about it? Comment below and let me know. While you're at it, you can hit that subscribe button just down below this video. You can also follow MRB Wrestling on Twitter and Make Rock and Bolt Wrestling Reviews on Facebook. And on a final note to all you viewers watching, get plenty of rest and always do your best.